Well, good morning, Mr. Osorio. Thank you for joining us. First question for you, for the benefit of our listeners, could you tell us a summary about the Mexico Fund?
Yes. Well, the Mexico Fund is a closed-end investment company that is listed in the New York Stock Exchange, and that means that investors can buy or sell fund shares at any time during a trading day, not only at the end as any other mutual fund. The fund's ticker is AMX,
Okay.
and the assets under management is around $400 million.
That's amazing.
Yes.
What are some of the high growth industries in Mexico that are also part of your portfolio?
Yes, the most important one is in terms of energy. You know that there's an important energy reform right now in the country, and we have energy companies that will have significant growth in the company. But we also have discretionary consumption, restaurants, beverage, department stores, in a country that is going to grow significantly. Another important part of it is that several Mexican companies have been investing abroad. They have been purchasing companies in Latin America, in the US, and in Europe. So organic growth plus acquisitions would be a very important growth engine.
Definitely. And then, why is Mexico an attractive environment for investors?
Well, Mexico is in the middle of a revolution. 20 years ago when we signed NAFTA, and that transformed the Mexican economy,
Right.
we are now in the middle of an important change. The energy reform, the telecommunications reform, and several other reforms that will enhance significantly the growth of Mexico.
Fantastic. And then also, what is the economic outlook for Mexico's economy in 2015 and beyond?
Well, it's pretty positive. We will be growing at around 3.8% in 2015, and hopefully above 4% per year during the next several years, starting 2016.
Marvelous. All right. What are some of the additional benefits associated with investing directly in the Mexico Fund?
Well, one important benefit is the managed distribution plan. We distribute cash distributions every single quarter for the equivalent of 10% of the fund's NAV per year. So investors in the fund can receive steadily cash distributions every quarter.
That's fantastic. Describe, if you may, the type of investor your fund targets.
Well, it's the same for every kind of investors, but I would say that it's really well suited for retail investors that want to position part of its portfolio in Mexican companies with a steady cash flow.
Great. And then also, what else would you like investors to know about the Mexico Fund?
Well, it's managed by the Mutual Fund of Mexico, which is an independent company. It's been managed by this company during the last 33 years since inception. And the board of directors of the fund are formed by independent members, which are prominent Mexican and U.S. businessmen.
Great. And then last question for you. What do you think is the benefit for not only investors but also consultants for the event today?
Well, it's a very important event because companies like the Mexico Fund can present its vision of the companies in which we invest, and people can know more about us and maybe invest in the fund.
Wonderful. Well, I love your country. It's absolutely beautiful. I've been there several times. Thank you for joining us today, and mucho gusto. Thank you so much. Enjoy the event.
Thank you.